Most of the time, celebrities hear only the highlights.
Kidding me?
You are one of the hottest bitches in Hollywood forever.
But I'm definitely not a danger to women in any regard. I date women 25, 26, 27 years old all the time.
About Eminem and this disrespect that he showed you.
I'm gonna make you dance, get your chance. Yeah, boy, shake that thing.
But every once in a while, someone speaks to them honestly, without filters, expectations, or fear. And in that moment, everything becomes real. These are the moments when celebrities heard the truth about themselves. The good, the painful, the unexpected. And their faces tell the story better than any words ever could. Let's start strong with Nicki Minaj, who has seen her fair share of viral impressions, but this one took the cake. When Keke Palmer appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, she shared how Nicki once gave her genuine career advice, and while recounting it, Keke slipped into a flawless Nicki impression.
Look, I don't read the press. I don't know everything that's going on. But I just want to tell you, nobody knows what it's like when we turn off the lights and we got to be with ourselves. So you do whatever you need to do to be good with you.
Later, Nicki reacted to the clip and surprisingly loved it. However, she did call Keke out for sharing that experience since it doesn't align with how the general media portrays her. After all, she has been called out on countless occasions for not being a girl's girl.
She sarcastically wrote on X, "Why would she even tell that story? Doesn't she know that could mess up the whole bad guy thing?"
It's always refreshing when a celeb can laugh at themselves, and Nicki's reaction proved she's as self-aware as she is fierce. Next up, we have Kim Kardashian, a woman who's been analyzed, criticized, and memeified for years, yet somehow manages to stay unbothered. In an interview with Alex Cooper, Kim addressed all the talk about her parenting decisions, including how she's raising her daughter North. She explained that she's not the type to limit her kids' creativity.
So creative, and she's so amazing, and really, it's so funny. She's like really mature in one sense where she'll be like, "Mom, I saw this, and like, I don't really care that they don't like, if someone says they don't like my blue hair."
She added that North doesn't care what anyone thinks and has developed a strong sense of self. And honestly, that confidence sounds like the most Kardashian thing ever. Now let's move on to one of the craziest interviews ever broadcast, Piers Morgan versus Andrew Tate. The conversation was supposed to be about accountability and truth, but what unfolded was more like a verbal boxing match. Morgan accused Tate of spreading misogynistic beliefs about women and traditional masculinity.
As Joe Rogan says, if you hadn't said stuff like this, you'd probably still be on all these platforms. You'd be massively more popular, massively more famous, massively richer. So I'm really just trying to get to, on the blatantly misogynist stuff, do you just wish you hadn't said it?
With great power comes great responsibility. It was certainly said before the great power came. It's inconvenient to a degree. However, like I said at the time, with the context of the conversation, I know that I'm not saying things which I believe to be detrimental to the world. However, they've been misconstrued and they've been misunderstood.
If a 25-year-old woman was watching this, would you say, "I'm sorry for saying that"?
Well, I wouldn't want anyone to be offended by anything I say. But I say things that offend. And this is the thing that's interesting, Piers. Please let me finish.
Yeah, but you're behaving like a politician. But hang on. You could say I'm interrupting.
You do.
But you're answering a different question to the one I asked you.
Neither man backed down, and by the end, it was clear nobody had won. But as explosive TV moments go, this one had everything. Tension, ego, and two men yelling over each other. And then there's Will Smith, a man who shocked the world with one moment that will forever live in Oscar history. After slapping Chris Rock for joking about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair condition, Will faced a wave of backlash. Months later, he sat down to make things right. In a 6-minute video, he apologized directly to Chris. This was in response to an interview featuring Chris's mother, Rose Rock, who implied that when Will slapped Chris, he slapped all of us, herself included.
"Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk." I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment.
When Eminem released Just Lose It back in 2004, it wasn't just another music video. It was a full-on roast of Michael Jackson's controversies, including changes in his skin tone and appearance. Jackson did not take it lightly. He called the video outrageous and disrespectful, and even managed to get it banned on some networks.
Not to Eminem. We've spoken about it. I think that you should. Why not?
Speak about what?
About Eminem and this disrespect that he showed you.
I'm gonna make you dance, get your chance. Yeah, boy, shake that thing.
Stevie Wonder said that he was piling on and how really rude it was for someone who made his money from the community, as Eminem has, to now diss the community in a sense, and a racist, and I've said it, very bold-faced, bigoted kind of presentation. Tell us how that hurt you and how you're feeling about it now.
I've never met Mr. Eminem, and to have him, I've always admired him, and to have him do something like that was pretty painful as an artist to another artist. And it's sad because, well, I think what Stevie Wonder said is true. And I just don't want to say too much more than that. But he should be ashamed of himself, what he's doing. Stevie said he's bull***, is what he said.
Stevie did,
he
and
used the word.
He is bull***.
That's what he said.
He made it clear that parody has limits, especially when it targets personal pain. It was one of the few times the King of Pop publicly fought back against mockery, and it reminded the world that even legends have boundaries. Not all truth moments have to sting, some are just plain adorable. In 2024, Rihanna had a fangirl meltdown at Paris Fashion Week when she met Natalie Portman. The usual unshakable superstar suddenly turned into the world's most relatable fan. She yelled out how much of a fan she was and asked for a photo to remember this happened tomorrow. Natalie, equally flattered, gushed right back. Fans were surprised to see Rihanna, the good girl gone bad, get starstruck over another celebrity.
Are you kidding me? You are one of the hottest bitches in Hollywood forever. You do the most innocent look, and I'm like,
I'm gonna black out. I love you, and I listen to your music all the time, and I just such a queen. Thank you.
can somebody take a picture?
Oh my God,
with
go
me?
for a
I remember this happened to her.
Oh my God.
Look at me. Yes.
Speaking of icons, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson once joked in an interview that he'd love to be Megan Thee Stallion's pet. When Megan heard about it, she didn't roll her eyes or act weirded out. Instead, she was flattered. She said she grew up watching The Rock and saw him as a megastar, so his comment made her feel like she truly made it.
Said about you? Hold on, let's if you want to throw your head, grab the head.
Just twist it around you.
You don't have to put
we
it
don't
on
mess
your
up your
head.
perfect bun.
Yeah,
your
hair is amazing.
All right, listen to this. Do we turn that up over there?
Go ahead.
What celebrity would you want to be a pet to?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, that's a good one. Why Megan Thee Stallion?
Well, we don't have to talk.
The Rock would like to be your pet.
Yes.
I mean, let's talk about
that's
this.
kind of like legendary. Like, I'm
Right.
kind of epic. I feel like I used to watch wrestling all the time.
Yeah.
And like being from Houston and like watching The Rock and like how famous he is
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
how much of a megastar he is and he want to be my pet. Like, period. Like.
During a 2020 Saturday Night Live sketch, Issa Rae's character made a quick joke about Kanye West's presidential campaign, saying, "Kanye, F him."
Kanye, F him.
This joke didn't sit well with Kanye, and he took to Twitter to share his thoughts about the SNL episode and Issa as a host. Kanye wrote, quote, "I've always said SNL uses black people to hold other black people back. My heart goes out to Issa Rae. I'm praying for her and her family. I know that the 20 years of service that I've paid in the entertainment field has furthered our ability to be more successful." And fans were not happy with Kanye's tweet about Issa and how he essentially took credit for her success.
Kanye didn't find it funny. He later posted that reality shows these days trying to destroy black men, but added that he sent sympathy and prayers to Issa Rae and her family.
Seriously wrong with you, Kanye. Issa Rae is a wonderful, conscious, woke African-American actress. She gives back and is respected by her peers and fans alike. You, on the other hand, are the opposite. You lose more of our respect with each tweet.
Issa, for her part, didn't engage, proving once again that sometimes silence is the strongest response. Few celebrities are as unapologetically themselves as Jaden Smith. For years, people have called him weird, but he's always owned it. In a 2015 GQ interview, he said, "It's an honor for people to think I'm crazy." He would later explain in an interview with Complex that he had spent too long trying to fit in, but these days he simply acted weird since people see him as weird.
I go around sometimes and I hang out with other people that are my age and they're just kind of just selfie. I'm just like, dude, like.
These celebrity moments prove that truth has a funny way of humbling even the biggest stars. Whether they laughed, cried, or clapped back, one thing's clear: fame doesn't shield anyone from honesty. So, which reaction shocked you the most? Drop it in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more engaging content like this.